Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And here I am cleaning a empty suite. And, oh, yeah, I was going to let you look out the window here, but this thing's not working. Let's lift it up. No, I can't. I guess it's broken. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, let's look over here. Someone I want to show you the view. Oh, it's got an extra lock. We'll look out this one. How about that? We'll just look up here. Anyway, this is north end of Kelowna, more or less, kind of more of an industrial area, you can see. Just trying to see if I can see where my house is from here. We're over in that direction anyway. Anyway, you can see that up on the hillside there, there's orchards, etc. And up above the houses there, that's actually just, I don't think they grow much up there. It's pretty much just wild country. And up there, there's actually houses up in the trees are way up in the top there. So anyway, I'm doing it empty as I move out, and this carpet is in very good condition. This is a really nice building. I've actually never been in this building. But the gentleman moving out wants to have a really good cleaning job. And so here we are. And I don't see a single mark on this carpet. At least I didn't when I walked through with him. And it really looks like he's been really taking care of this place. Even though there's a 6-month-old that was in here. But anyway, it doesn't look like the carpet does need to be vacuumed, but I'm going to anyway, because that's normally what I do. So I'm going to vacuum it, and then we'll actually do the cleaning. So let's go for a little ride, I guess. Let's see what we shall see. This will be boring, but if you want to see a pre-vacuum, here you go. Hang on, I gotta lock this thing in place. There we go. I put a longer power cord on this thing. 50 feet now. Actually, got the power cord from one of my old protein vacuums. This is a very a very user-friendly carpet. This one, nice and low pile, and good commercial grade, I think, carpet. These are rentals, and they've made a right choice for a good performing carpet for this building. This is going to be a pretty quick cleaning job. I won't be needing to do a pre-scrub at all. I'll just be using the Ironman tab. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to mention. I want to tell you guys a really simple way to put some more money in your pocket. I've been meaning to talk about this, but I keep forgetting. So here's my little tip. That's my credit card machine, and this goes through Moneris, and a couple of reasons why I prefer to go this way rather than using a Square or whatever is, for one thing, I do a lot of people who actually don't have computers, so I can't email them a receipt. This will print out a receipt. But the other thing it does is it actually, when they encode their information when I hand it to them, it'll ask them if they'd like to leave a tip. And I get a lot of tips. And when you're dealing with jobs that are hundreds of dollars, sometimes well over $1,000, I can get some pretty decent tips. I get literally hundreds of dollars worth of tips a month. And before I had that upgrade on this thing so that I actually would ask, I did get tips, but nowhere near like I did when they did an upgrade a few years ago, reprogrammed it, and then that came up as, you know, in the menu or whatever, and after that I saw a dramatic increase in the amount of tips that I get. And by the way, there's my brochure that I hand everybody. It explains what our process, everything, how it works, and it goes into great detail. There's information, all this is all actually on our website as well anyway, and on the back side there's a stain removal guide. And then when I give them the price, I write it right in here and I hand it to them. And they have something to look at, and explains exactly why the Oxy-Dry process is such a good process and what is all included. And there's helpful information in there. So that's part of how we go about doing things. I've been doing that since day one. Anyway, here we go. Back to work. I don't expect I'll be needing to post vacuum this particular carpet, but I do want to make sure I do a very thorough pre-vacuuming. And this vacuum is rated by the factory. The Hoover on their website says this vacuum has 152 cubic feet per minute. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but I know it has tremendous power. I know that it's certainly much more powerful than my protein vacuum. And it is more powerful than my Fubo, that's for sure. So, and that's on the higher setting. It has two settings. I'm running it on full power right now. When I post vacuum, I normally put it on the lower setting. Okay, we'll go to another room. Notice how when I do the corners, I come out of the corner, go back and forth, making sure I get the dust right in here, because the machine won't quite get in there. But it's usually just dust in there. If it was something soil staining or whatever, I can do that by hand. I do see a few little bits and pieces of stuff on the carpet, so this is definitely benefiting from a vacuuming. And I can see dust in the edges and corners, that's why I'm doing them. I find that this loop carpet do tend to hold dust in the edges and corners pretty easily. It doesn't take hardly any time at all to do those edges, and you should. Part of the proper cleaning, right? Even though this customer is moving out, when they come and inspect this unit and they take a look at the carpet, if they notice that whoever cleaned the carpet left junk in the edges and corners, they'll make note of that, or they may, and they should. But if they see that, when they realize that Oxy-Dry was here, and they see that, it's really done properly, including the edges and corners, even the property management people can make note of that. And when they really want to get a good job, they're going to remember, oh yeah, Oxy-Dry, if you want it done right, call them. It's always best to do the best you can at what you do. That is actually your best recipe for success. Do your best, pray that it's blessed, God takes care of the rest. That's my motto. Thanks to Keith Green, who coined that in one of his songs. Looking forward to meeting him. Okay, edges and corners. Uh-oh, I got a split. Thought I heard something. This vacuum is actually about 3 years old, used constantly, and the hose has stood up extremely well, but this is the second time in about 6 months that I've had a split, so I'll just cut it a little bit shorter. And it'll keep going for a while. See, I got a split. So all I have to do is just cut it back and then reattach it. It'll just thread back in place. It's not a big deal. These stretchy hoses, this will happen eventually. But I gotta remember to deal with that before tomorrow. It's not hard to do. Anyway, we'll put that aside. We're done with that. I don't expect to use it again. Put that there. Okay, so where are we at? I'm gonna put the pad down. Now, I don't soak my pads. I do typically either pre-wet the pad or I'll spray on the carpet, depending, but now the pad is damp on the bottom and we're ready to roll. And I think just because I can, I'm going to put the ozone generator on. I wouldn't say that it's needed on this job at all, but a little bit of extra deodorizing. It actually leaves a really fresh air smell in the place where I'm cleaning. It smells really fresh and clean. Although it's in the water and it's aqueous, but you can still smell it a little bit. And in case you're wondering, I did use ozone detector strips. You can buy these things. Back when I was using these all the time, and I did some testing on it, and I was able to detect any ozone actually in the air. I had people comment on that. It's like, oh, you're not supposed to breathe ozone. Okay, fine. I don't actually. You'd never get it into the air because it mixes in with the solution and bonds with the water temporarily. Anyway, here we go. So this is going to go pretty quick. But I'm just going to make sure I'm still overlapping. I want to make sure I do a nice even cleaning. doing about a 4 foot or so wide path across the room. This will just, give the carpet a nice, great look, and refresh the whole place with the deodorizing, both with the ClO2 and the ozone now. Now I'm going to do a path across this way. And then head back up. I was lining up with the end of the cabinet there, or the countertop. And again, about 4 foot or so wide. Just a natural swing, I guess you could say. You'll notice that I don't, when I use the machine, I don't do the, or normally I don't do a straight run back and forth across the room. I'm always using it by swinging it. I just find that this gives me a more consistent and even clean. I'm almost always going to be overlapping about 50%. With each pass. Depends on the job, but let's just check, see where, see the foam is building up in there. So now we're going to go across this way. Right here, because I'm hitting the countertop with my back. Okay, now we'll go this way, making sure I'm overlapping a little bit more to the right. There was a couch here, and I can see there's a slight amount of wear happening right in front of me here. In fact, I see a slightly darker patch here, so I'm going to put some suspend on here just to give it a little more cutting power. It's the only visible spot that shows any actual soiling or even wear on this carpet. So I'm just slowing down a little bit more right over that patch. Right where I'm at right now, it's never been walked on because there was obviously a couch here. So those areas you can go over very quickly. Although you want to keep your eyes peeled because sometimes you find spots and stains underneath the couch, amazingly enough. Okay, so I'm at where I had already cleaned here. So I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to go over this right where the front of the couch was. I'm going to come back again and this is getting just a little bit of extra attention. Now I'll work my way over to the entryway or the doorway into the passageway into the living room. But obviously anytime they went in and out, this is where they were walking, so I'll be going over this. I'm going slower, just getting a little bit extra working with the machine. I'm not seeing any real difference here, but just give it a little bit of extra attention anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna turn that off now. And we're gonna go this way. So that's actually done. Where am I at now? 27 minutes. I told the guy I expected to be about an hour, so less than an hour, I guess it'll take. Because this is including the pre-vacuuming. If I was post-vacuuming it, it would only take about 10 minutes to post-vacuum this. But anyway, we're going to go across the room, straight across. Notice I'm missing over to the right, but I'm aware of that. There was a dresser here, obviously I can see the outline of it. So there was no walking on this area. And obviously no soiling. It's nice when you clean a carpet that's so clean. Get into the, oh, I'm going to get behind that door. And into the closet. Okay. Make sure I get this entryway really good. And turn around. And now the final room. So that room is completely done. into a section right across the room here. And remember, this machine is doing 360-degree cleaning passes per second, so there's an awful lot of action going on the carpet in a very short order. And before I forget, I'm going to get behind the door. Okay. Obviously there was a bed right in the middle here, but even the outline of where the bed was, there's virtually no wear or soiling to speak of, so really took care of this place, they did. A lot of people don't. Okay, now I'll go back across this way. This way. And then we'll go in here. And I've done it all except for one little detail, which I'm about to show you. Take this is actually what makes it citrus. And I couldn't quite reach underneath these units. Quite all the way. So that's a doodle bug with a microfiber pad. I sprayed it on the pad, you notice? And let's actually let's take a look at the pad. That's what I was gonna do. I'm curious. Are you curious? Well, what do you know? It did need to be cleaned. So that'll brighten up the carpet quite a lot. Getting that film off the carpet. And I bet you most of it came out of this room. So, there you go. I am done. So, thank you for watching. And this is my last job of the day. So I get to go home now. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.